Crunch time here on The Jump. Andre Drummond telling Cleveland.com, quote, "There's no reason why I can't be Defensive Player of the Year." Drummond did get a first-place vote for the award last season, won. Anthony Davis, the current favorite to win, according to Caesars William Hill. Kendrick, do you think Drummond can compete for Defensive Player of the Year this year?
I do think he can compete, and here's the reason why. Not only can he dominate the glass, but I think if he put his mind to it and be held accountable, he could also be a force on the defensive end for shot blocking, being able to switch out on guards and guard 1 through 5. And the best thing that happened to Andre Drummond was Bickerstaff was his coach, because now he respects him and he can hold him accountable.
Rach, I've always liked Drummond. I think it's possible, but the Cavs are so atrocious. Anything, I guess, to watch one of their games, but I'm expecting nothing from that team.
That's hard, right? I mean, no matter how good he is or isn't, if the team is what they are expected to be, that is going to impact his candidacy. The THT train, gentlemen, it will not be stopped. Talen Horton-Tucker, 18 last night versus the Suns. That's following his 33-point performance against the Clippers. Nick, do you think THT will get minutes this season? Because it is a pretty crowded depth chart.
Rach, that team is so loaded. There's always a couple guys in the preseason who really play well, and you think, woo-woo, that train's rolling. Not this year, THT. I think he's still got a couple more seasons left before you really start to see him make that difference.
No, actually, he don't have a couple more seasons left, because guess what? The Lakers might lose him next season. He is going to get meaningful minutes. This kid can play, and that's no cap. This is not just something that we see in the preseason. Everyone that I talked to about Talen Horton-Tucker, they says, y'all are just starting to see the beginning of it. I talked to Coach Phil Handy. He said he's been doing this in all the practices. We knew what he was capable of doing, and he's showing the world right now.
He spent most of last season before the bubble in the G League, but that's a little misleading because he was there because he had an injury over the summer, had a slow time getting back. So it will be interesting, especially since LeBron James has hinted he might take a few more, he won't load manage, of course, but might take just a few more games to rest some injuries. I don't know. So we might see a little THT. All right, time for our League Pass game of the night. There are 7 preseason games on the NBA slate tonight. Get ready, Warriors-Kings on ESPN. So our pick for League Pass is Hornets at Magic. That's because LaMelo Ball already dazzling fans with his fancy passing during the preseason. So, Perk, is it too soon to call LaMelo the League Pass Rookie of the Year, following in the footsteps of Ja last year and Trey the year before?
Well, listen, Rachel, I love the no-look passes. I'm a big fan of LaMelo Ball, but, I'm a big at heart. So I'm rolling with OB Toppin. Look, I never thought I would turn my TV on and look forward to watching the New York Knicks, but he is exciting to watch. He is a grown man out here. He has a grown man game, super athletic, and he plays winning basketball. I love everything about OB Toppin. That's the rookie to watch.
I loved watching him on draft night. He's really sweet with his family.
Rach, is this like the league has to show certain teams at least once a season, so they throw them in the preseason game? We've got to show Hornets Magic as the League Pass of the night.
The Hornets Magic are big
and we
League
got to give
Pass
them a little
teams,
love.
Nick. No, it's the opposite. These are the guys who will probably not be on national TV as much because of who they play for, and so you're going to catch them on League Pass. We got to teach Nick how this works. So, yeah, so LaMelo might be a League Pass star. No?
I'm not buying it. I'm not buying Hornets. I'm not buying Magic. I'm buying none of what anybody is selling their rate. So you can pump the positivity in Charlotte, and I'll keep telling you until they win anything. Catch me up later.
Well, Perk, is there a team that maybe isn't on national TV a ton, but that you're going to tune into League Pass to see? Like the Blazers were like that for a while, where they weren't on national TV as much, but you always wanted to tune into their games.
Yeah, it's the Washington Wizards this year. That's who I'm going to be locked into. They don't have a lot of national televised games, but Russ and Bradley Beal is must-see TV.
There you go. Maybe
Ric Flair! Woo!
Woo! Miss Energy, Lakers, Suns. Shout it if you got it. Suns out and running, but LeBron, he thinks about going for the chase down block, and then I guess he realized these games don't count, Perk. Preseason LeBron, right?
Yeah, he had to remember this is year 18. I'm 36 years old. Although he wanted to go get Jay Crowder's shot, he had to give himself a friendly reminder.
It's like, let's not get cute.
Right, this isn't the finals. This is not the finals. Save those legs. Run.
Make buckets. Bol Bol played 6 minutes last night and got up 7 shots. He finished with 10 points. Shut off a little range like his dad. Those Washington Bullets days. Nick, excuse me while I opine over here. Is this the year of Bol Bol?
Yeah, let's go, Bol Bol. You saw it in Oregon. You've got some time to progress in the bubble. I believe in it. I think he can help him this year.
I believe he's going to help him this year. That's the reason that they didn't re-sign Jeremy Grant or Plumlee. They knew Bol Bol was coming through, and he's bringing that smoke.
Would love to see him get a little more to do this year. All right, Miss Finishing. Get it? Because Finland? Yeah, no, all right. Larry Markkinen trying to pack it up over the defender, comes up short.
Oh, no.
Perk, does Larry need to relax a little bit here?
Oh, I love it. I love it. This is setting the tone for the preseason, setting the tone for the season. I love it for this young Bulls club.
Rach, this is a sign of things to come this year for the Bulls.
Nick!
It's going to be a rough ride. It's going to be a rough ride this year.
Make weight room. Let's stay with Bulls Thunder. Daniel Gafford dropping the shoulder, moves the defender, and then he packs it. Now check out the bench. Little subtle reaction there for the opponent. Well, yeah, okay, he's not on our team. Okay. Nick, you excited about this young man?
Rach, any Bulls highlight is a good thing. So,
Yeah.
let it happen. Let it happen for Gafford now.
Nick,
That's
you are
what you
never going to
call-
be allowed home in Chicago anymore. Your family will
That's
not
what you
take you
call-
back.
That's what you call daddy ball right there.
There's
That's
a
what I
long
do
list
to
of
my
people that
son.
won't let me in, Rach.
That's true. Actually, that is true. That's true. It's not exclusive. All right, time to run it back to the best opposing bench reactions ever. You know when you're not supposed to cheer, but you got to cheer. 2001 Vince Carter windmills at home against the Clips. You gotta give your props for that. Woo!
Whew. I feel like Vince Carter invented the windmill. Like, he used to do it on the regular so much. It felt like he invented it.
2012 Gerald
Ooh.
Green skying.
Ooh.
Look at that.
That's when you know. That's when you know. When everybody's going crazy on both benches and trying to hide it, that's when you know you've done something right.
91, Michael Jordan puts it in reverse. Now, he did that a lot to opposing benches. I'm not even going to blame anyone. Right? If you're the Nets, what are you supposed to do?
You know, we had a rule, though, Rachel. We couldn't give that type of action when I was on the Celtics if it was an opponent that did
people do.
that.
Gerald Henderson here going up and over Dwight Howard, and even the Lakers. Yeah. Ooh. There you go. And 1985, Larry Legend dropping 60 against Atlanta. And the Hawks bench was just going crazy the whole time. Over and over through this game. I guess it's Larry Bird.
Look at those shot attempts, though.
I remember watching this one on video. I remember watching the celebration on the video, and I thought, if Larry Bird is good enough to make an opposing team go crazy, then he really is one of the all-time greats.
So I'm glad you finally are giving Larry Bird his due, Nick. Thank you for recognizing one of the greatest ever to play.
The stamp of approval.
Exactly. All right, let's switch gears to the Hornets because yesterday the team announced Gordon Hayward suffered a broken finger on his shooting hand in a preseason game. Now, the good news is that Charlotte considers him to be day-to-day. Doesn't seem like a long-term injury, but Perk, should the Hornets regret that 4-year, $120 million contract at all? I mean, Hayward is dealing with another injury here. How much should that worry them?
Yeah, they should regret it. They should have regretted it before the injury. Look, listen, I was not a fan of them signing Gordon Hayward, an injury-prone guy that's on the back end of his career, to $100+ million. I think what the Hornets have to do is that they have to move in the right direction by continuing to draft well, continue to hire and player developing guys on their coaching staff, and just build a franchise through the draft. By the way, they had someone that they could have signed to max money, but they chose to let him walk, and Kemba Walker go to the Boston Celtics. So even before Gordon Hayward got hurt with his finger injury, I was not a fan of this signing.
Rach, how many different ways can we say this was horrible? from the second that it was signed, this was horrible. The Hornets got too competitive. They thought, oh, all these teams are going to sign Gordon Hayward. We better up our offer. We better make it happen. And then everything stopped, and they went, oh, no, he picked us for that kind of money? Yikes. That deal is not going to be looking good in a couple of years.
Right, but here's
not
my
at all.
devil's advocate approach here. I mean, you can only sign who you can sign. They have to spend the money somewhere, right? And they have not been a free agent destination. And if they didn't offer him that money, there was a good chance he would have stayed in Boston. They would have still given that money out, but to lesser players. I'm trying. How's that going? How did that sound? No? Nothing? Not good? No.
No.
All right. I tried.
No. Rach, it's so bad.
This is so bad in so many ways. I mean, it didn't make sense at all. I was wondering, I said to myself, why?